Right, it's Everton away, it's desperation for an away when it's a brand new stadium, but there's only one topic on everyone's minds going into this one. Be a weird, sickly anticipation for the team news and whether Nick Pope is dropped after yet another mistake midweek and Ramsdale comes in. And look, Eddie Howe said things in his press conference which didn't overly surprise me. He's talking positively about one of his players. You're never going to get Eddie Howe coming out and saying, yeah, he's been useless. Actually, yeah, I am seriously considering taking out the team. Will Eddie Howe do it? I'm not too sure. I genuinely have no idea. If he leaves him in and he makes yet another mistake, that is going to be on Eddie Howe's head, and he probably knows that deep down. Look, we can look at numbers till we blue in the face, and I'll share some on the screen. This is last season in all competitions. Bearing in mind, Ramsdale was relegated in the team he was playing in. But do I think Nick Pope is overall the better shot stopper? Yes. And I think he's one of the best in the league in that and that alone. Do we know that Ramsdale's better at passing? Yes, he had much more passes last season. He takes riskier passes and he's able to do so. I think Nick Pope is more used to sweeping, forgetting about the Marseille one for a second. Do I think it's time for Ramsdale to come in? Yes, just because of the sheer amount of mistakes in such a small period of time that Nick Pope's experienced, and I think he would even confess that. But I'm not on the side of the fence of some Newcastle fans that this man should never play for us again. If Nick Pope starts, and there's a chance he will, Newcastle win the game and he makes 3 great saves and doesn't make any mistakes, all is forgotten at least until Tottenham on Tuesday. Now, in terms of opposition, without sounding like Captain Obvious, the game plan needs to be pretty simple from a defensive point of view. Keep these two quiet at all costs. You've got a roaming Jack Grealish on the left who's created their most chances this season. We know what threats he possesses. And on the other side, you've got arguably one of the most exciting players to watch in the Premier League this season in Dye, with some of the highest successful dribbles this season. But in terms of that one aspect of the game alone, do I feel quite confident in keeping them quiet? Yes. And why is that? Well, it's these two beautiful players here. Hall and Livramento are set for this game to go against Ndai and Grealish, and I think they, on their day, can do a very good job against them. Now, I don't think Eddie should consider going 5 at the back for this one, not at all, but what I do not want to see and what worries me every single time we play away from home is a flat midfield 3 that teams play through, just like this is an example at West Ham. There's players like this man, Mr. Dewsbury Hall, will gobble that up. And this formation that I'll share on the screen now that Everton generally play is the one that we've seen so many times this season that has picked us apart by playing through our very flat lines between midfield and defence. In terms of attack, I don't think Anthony Gordon should be getting in the team because you've got to get in the team on merit. But regardless, this is a fixture that he has never coped well in. I'm all for someone changing things like that, but not this one. I would give him a rest. Time for some Black White Banter stats. Stats. Only Arsenal and Palace have conceded less first half goals than Newcastle, and we are the only team to not concede so far in the first 30 minutes of a match. Everton are actually winless in their last 6 matches against Newcastle when they've started the day above them in the table. Good omens. Prediction time. I'm going to have to back Osana. I'm going to go Newcastle to win 2-1. Get down, give us your predictions below, and as always, Newcastle fans, keep the faith. Away the lads!